The Western Force know they will be playing in the Super Rugby Aus final next Sunday afternoon for the Queensland Reds. Their time in this competition is done, but they'll be looking to finish on a positive note by coming away with a win here this afternoon. Hello and welcome to Tompkins Park in Perth for the final match of what has been a very entertaining triple header here in the West. My name is Mick Collis, joining in commentary from the Western Force hooker Heath Tessman and Tess. The Western Force, they've been the form team of this competition. They'll be looking to extend that winning streak this afternoon heading into next week's final.
Absolutely, they won't be clocking off at all. They know they've got 2 games left. The first one being up against a very dangerous Reds outfit, which we will be having a look at in just a second. But they are powerfully strong, this Reds team, and probably underperformed just slightly by their own standards. But Western Force looking to finish the year off on a high with the game today leading into next weekend's final.
And a good crowd in again here at Tompkins Park down at Palmyra. The Sea of Blue, they love their rugby here in the West, and it's a great opportunity for them to come out and support the Western Force. Cloudy conditions, fairly strong in today's match. The rugby against the Waratahs was 52-34. The Waratahs getting up. That secured them a spot in the final next Sunday. That'll kick off 1 p.m. Western time against the Western Force out at Wanneroo. Match this afternoon. As I mentioned, the Reds would love to upset the Western Force this afternoon.
Absolutely, and what a match as well from that Waratahs outfit last night as we have a look at the Western Force lineup up in front row with Wes Thomas making his debut for the Western Force. Mitch Watson, the captain Darcy Swain in the second row. They've got Will Harris, Jack Daly and Vailini Ekawasi making up the back row. And it's an experience, and that experience extends to the midfield as well, with Kurtley Beale and George Pullman there in the middle of the park. Matt Greeley, he gets pushed onto the wing this week with Henry Palmer, and it's Magic Max Bury at fullback.
And for the Queensland, Waifa Agase and To'omaga Allen, Sarah Uru and Joe Broll. In fact, it's Charlie Bronson and Sarah Uru in the second row. Joe Broll, Tom Robertson and Vayuta Latu in the back row. Kalani Thomas and Harry Lachlan Phillips, the 9-10 this afternoon. The centre, Xavier Rubens and Tim Ryan. Dog and Hedaya Murray at the back this afternoon. So a few changes, a few late changes to what was expected. The big news test for me is Ben Donaldson coming in to the Max Bury, moving back to fullback. Do you tick with something that's been going so well?
I think the way they've been training throughout the year as well, they'll be very interchangeable. Last weekend, when Donaldson did come onto the park, he played a lot more of his time at fullback. Super Rugby season, just interchange parts. They'll be able to step up, slot into that first receiving position when the time sees fit. I think it's just going to purely be a number on the back going off the way they play.
So last week we had people calling blankets and the rugs. It's chilly conditions here. As you mentioned, the breeze, it's probably worth 10 to 15 points favouring the team running from right to left. That will be the Western Force in this first half. It's Sarah Uru, the Reds lock. He's been outstanding in this series, Tess, and I'm surprised he hasn't achieved further honours more regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. He's excellent back row / second row as well. He can fill that void really well, and he is absolutely on. He will be pushing to make sure he plays in front of Les Kiss, the incoming Wallabies coach. He'd love to be on that end of season tour.
Yeah, these young players, just to get that exposure to the national been entertaining and given plenty of young players the opportunity to mix it with Wallabies.
As we see the Western Force making their way, and you touch on that word, through this team with Swain on screen as well, Ben Donaldson.
Robertson offloading. Robertson to Swain, little short ball from Darcy Swain. A ball playing forwards in this Western Force pack. This is Marley Pearce. And they go to short side again to Robertson. Some runners. Swain scored a try here last week. He's been in good form. And again, one of these players would be loving to impress Les Kiss Donaldson. Big solid hit there on Mitch Watts. Right on halfway. Curtly Beale. Loose ball picked up by Bury. Runs into a wall of Queensland defenders. It was Tim Ryan and Josh Flook.
Great defence there to finish off, just a bounce pass. You see the take there from Max Bury, flying through the air. Took it beautifully, body on the line stuff.
They go over the back, Burrell takes it. He's wrapped up by Wes Thomas. Latu. Again, right on halfway. Centre field, Thomas going to the left, Flook. Lachlan Phillips offloading. Ball's been turned over. Referee Graham Cooper playing advantage. Ben Donaldson now sums up his options. Harris offloading. Matt Greeley turns it back inside to Donaldson. Tim Ryan tries to rip his head off. A good purchase on his ears.
Holding him like the trophy that they won't end up holding, unfortunately, this year. They come back. It's a penalty on the far side. Turnover was earned here in this ruck. Great impact there from Daly. Kane Koteker out this week. Daly slotting into that 7 jersey, putting his mark on the game early.
So Donaldson using the breeze. Takes that play down just to the 22. Probably didn't get as much on it as he would have liked. A nice platform for the Western Force to launch their first attack on this Queensland try line. Strength right across the park for the Queenslanders. Thomas. Swain wins it well. Curtly Beale runs into the shoulder of Tom Robertson. This is Robertson. Floating. Robertson again to Swain. Little short ball off the hip to Mitch Watts. And they get the turnover.
Yeah, great work there in their defensive system, Jeff. Tumong Allen, that time. There are 1 or 2 rucks before as well. The pressure this Reds outfit they were putting on this Western Force team at ruck time. They know they're going to have to be on. They're going to have to be sharp with their numbers. Clinical around that ruck, or this Reds team will pilfer. They will spoil the party.
Matty Fassler with the throw for Queensland, just outside their 22. It's been overcooked. Stolen there by Thomas for the Western Force. The breeze will create some problems this afternoon. This is Daly. It's been turned over. So Queensland now on the counter-attack. Opportunity for them. Toe the shoot. Tim Ryan chasing, gets the bounce. Donaldson's there as well. Ryan might have him for speed. He needs the bounce. It's awkward. Harris is there. They're all there. Donaldson. Beale. They've got the penalty. Graham Kipp had a better view than us.
That ball was bouncing everywhere like it was inside a pinball machine, Mick Collis. See if we can we haven't got the audio here from referee Cooper. I think because the ball was thrown back and then it's been projected forward, it's an offside play from the Queensland Reds. So just showing if they keep the ball in hand how dangerous they can be.
Yeah, real let off for the Western Force. Xavier Rubens and Tim Ryan on the flanks for the Reds. As we said, just again here, Tim Ryan, a great angle, straight up the middle. Graham Cooper, he was right there.
Your guess is as good as mine, Mick.
Darcy Swain, Robertson, Donaldson, Pullman, now to Beale, McGreely. Another great tackle. Western Force has still got Tim Ryan doing a mountain of work in defence. Robertson to Beale. Ryan tries to get across it, can't. Robertson now. Ikawasi. Robertson comes back down the short side. Dummies. Really driven back by Fluke. Now it goes back to Murray, Bryle, Kalani Thomas. Thomas still going the halfback into some space. He's got players inside and out. He comes inside to Bryle. Bryle offloading to Rubens. And the Western Force defence is good.
Oh, they stand tall. Turner was a last stand there on the far side.
Henry Palmer, I think it was the man that got there.
He had a lot of work to do, the young beastie. He was on this near side when the turnover was made. A long way to work his way back over. See Palmer here, right down the bottom of the screen. The knock on there from Greeley. And the immediate width put on the ball. Palmer working hard back across the field. That's a huge effort from the young winger.
Yeah. He took about second efforts. Fantastic, great result for him to get the turnover. So the Western Force with the line out on the 10-metre line, their side of halfway. Playing with a 10 to 15 point breeze. Watts, Robertson, Donaldson up in the starting number 10. After coming on off the bench, Ikawasi always takes a mountain of stopping. You've got Bracey, number 8. Donaldson, Bury, Max Greeley. Palmer's there again, the winger. Covering both sides of the field. Swain runs straight into Robinson. Donaldson. Ikawasi again. Bury. Swung to the ground by Kalani Thomas. Another penalty in favour of the Western Force.
And a few of these Western Force forwards, they're starting to get a little bit of momentum built on there, sending multiple numbers down that one channel. Strong carry from Swain, just picking out. Daly opposite him, just helping them get that momentum going forward. A little pause in play as well, and an early change as well, unfortunately, for Wes Thomas. His first time out there in the starting hooker jersey for the Force. Ollie Barrett making his way onto the park. Yeah. 2 debutants.
Great opportunity for Ollie Barrett to be out there this afternoon. Probably getting a few more minutes than he would have expected, but why not throw him in?
Because that's exactly what this competition is for. It's for getting all of our top-level players more playing time. What a way for him to come on, his first line out. Got guys like Swain to throw to. Swain, Harris, one well. Harris, good start, young man.
Robertson, Donaldson attacks the line so well. Max Bury can't get around Rubens. Ball's there, Robertson. Swain loops around the short side. The big second rower still got the leg drive going. Half a metre away, the Western Force. Ikawasi to Pearce. Tries to pivot. Just can't get the ball down. They go again to Watts. Solid defence for Argase there, driving him back. Harris. Daly's there to support. Ikawasi. Get past Latu. Robertson, Watts. Centre field, Western Force, 5 away. Pearce. They try to roll him. Now they loop around Beale. It goes to Donaldson. Now it goes to Bury. Graham Cooper's going to talk to Jordan Kaminsky. He's not going to award it yet.
Looks like it was a thumbs up from Jordan Kaminsky, and Graham Cooper awards the try.
So the first try of the afternoon goes to in favour of the home side, and it was Max Bury picking up where he left off last week. As we see it again on the replay, Marley Pearce went very close as they rolled him, and just those numbers looping around. Donaldson just cutting Mac Greeley into the hands there of Max Bury.
Great communication there between Robertson, Beale and Donaldson as well. Beale just running that unders line, just holding up that inside defence. Heel straight to Donaldson's chest. He looks to have the conversion.
Wynn just hooking that around to the left. Kane Koteka running the tee this afternoon for the Western Force. Referee Graham Cooper just pulling time off as he gets mic'd up so we can hear him.
We missed this communication before, Coops.
He's all mic'd up. He's wide for sound, Graham Cooper. Lucky in the West have some really good high-quality referees. Kaminsky, Cooper and Jones. All on display this afternoon. McLaughlin Phillips. Watts takes it AFL style, the two-handed grab. Robinson's there. Western Force with the breeze behind them. It's the Johnny Peard midfield bomb. Matt Greeley being penalised there for running into the player.
Yeah, the breeze just really didn't look to take that kick quite as far as Henry Robertson was hoping. Given an opportunity for Fezler and his pack to attack down here immediately after those first points being scored.
Yeah, so the Western Force putting themselves under pressure as a result of that kick. Great opportunity here for Queensland. Arrow at the front, Bryle in the middle, wins it well. A short arm, so not straight obviously, just drifting. Talk about the strength of this breeze. Gusting at the moment as Donaldson makes the most of it. That's a massive kick from Ben Donaldson. From inside his own 22.
That is a phenomenal right boot. And it was almost perfect. Tim Ryan just about nearly got his hand to it as well. He just pulled away at the last second. Casual as you like. Ben Donaldson.
It just shows the strength of that breeze, but take nothing away from Ben Donaldson. He's got a big boot on him, but that breeze very strong, favouring the Western Force. Chewing off 60 or 70 metres. Eru leaves it behind Robertson, so the chance here for the Western Force. Loose pass. Beale can't pick it up, gets it on the second bite. Pullman's there with him. They try to hold him up. Ekawasi's there. They bring him to ground just outside the 22. Watts. Robertson goes to the short side. Greeley. The wingers getting plenty of work this afternoon. Robertson tries to get his arms free. This time he does. This is Daly. Watts getting through a mountain of work. Early stages wrapped up by Uru. Pearce. They throw him to ground. Reds defence holding firm at the moment, driving the Western Force back. Still can't get across the 22. Greeley. Now they're in. Ekawasi. Back to Watts. Trying to suck in some defenders. Donaldson. Swain. Bury. Beale now. He's got Harris. Harris through the gap. Tim Ryan makes the tackle. Beale goes himself. They get the turnover. That's great work there by Tuamanga Allen. Would love to get that turnover on Curtly Beale, and he does. Kalani Thomas. They play on quickly. Matt Greeley. Great tackle. Charlie Bronson And they get the penalty.
Oh, and that ability to just chop the man right down to the deck. Gifting the opportunity there for the Reds players to be on top of the ball. Marley Pearce left with no option, just caught in front of the ball. Looking to seal off as we see the turnover there from Palmyra Allen. His second one for the afternoon. And Eru had those rights to it. You see Pearce just going directly off his feet. Little advantage there to the Reds as they build a little bit of momentum coming out of their end.
Harry McLaughlin-Phillips finding touch. Giles there, as is Eru. They go to the back. It's been well won there by Bronson. McLaughlin-Phillips. Pikeo hitting that line hard. Fluke spins at Kawasi, grabs him. Thomas, long ball, feeds the speed. Uru on the wing, Greeley's there. Harris gets the hands on the ball, can't hold it. Thomas runs into Swain. Harris almost with the turnover. McLaughlin-Phillips. R2. Runs into Daly. This is for Argase. McLaughlin-Phillips. R2 again. Great leg drive by the number 8. Palmyra Allen. And the Western Force hold this Queensland side out. Bronson. Referee awards the penalty to Queensland. Not sure what Ekawasi for their test. You might have not rolling away.
Well, you've got to be out of the tackle.
Yeah, as Graham Cooper says, get out of there.
Just get out and stay out. Good continuity there from this Reds outfit. They know they've got to keep the ball in hand. They know they can't earn their way up the park, through the boot. McLaughlin-Phillips and co. Eru sitting out in the wing before Mick. Did he slip you a tenner before the game when he said to sling it out to the speed?
Shout out to Mitch Hardy, Wallaby number 735, a big fan of Harry McLaughlin-Phillips. He'll be enjoying watching this contest this afternoon. Roslin wins it well, Robinson. Latu for the line, still going, the leg drive. Must be close, they pick and go. Uru. They come back to short side. Donaldson. Kekeho. Surely it's not yellow card worthy.
Absolutely non-yellow card worthy. Donaldson, eyes on the ball the whole time, hand up. Here, referee Graham Cooper saying exactly that.
KO very close. I think his eyes would have been wide open. Seeing that try line in front of him. Donaldson getting the mitt in the way. Big chance here for Queensland.
Yeah, the challenge does not go away for this Western Force team. Queensland Reds knocking on the door here, 5-metre scrum. Such an experienced front row as well. Fergasi, Fezler, and Palmyra Allen. Big challenge here for this young Western Force front row.
With the short arm.
Yes, that's an easy way out of it, out of that scrum. Fezler gets his hands on the ball. They're going to look to take
the old school
tap here.
Old school tap and go by the Reds.
You'll love to see Mick.
Fezler for the line. They pick and go. They pile in. They go again. That looked like Latu. And the try has been scored.
It was Toyota Lato. He's been a handful every time he's touched the ball so far this afternoon. From that far out, geez, he's going to take some stopping, and they absolutely couldn't stop him here. Fezler just bangs it up hard with that first carry, gets good meters. And Latu, here he is over the back, a little bit of assistance there from Charlie Bronson. First try for the Reds this afternoon. Makes it 5 points all with the kick to come.
So not quite the tri-fest we saw in the under-19s as McLaughlin Phillips threads the needle. So Queensland out by 7 points to 5. And they would love nothing more than to take a scalp against the Western Force on their home turf. Western Force in the final next week against New South Wales. The Reds would have loved to have been there. They would love. So Donaldson with the restart. Gets plenty on it. Kalani Thomas takes it cleanly inside the 22. Looks for the safety of the touchline. And finds that. Ollie Barrett. The bench telling to put pressure on the hooker. Ball comes loose, picked up for Argase, still going. Robinson. Bronson offloading. Thomas. Flip to Brian.
Never on the ball, 3.
Bronson. Ryle out on the touchline. Arms in the air. Queensland, they're not going to need him. Ryan, Tim Ryan. He's only got Greeley to beat, and the dive to score. In fact, it's Xavier Rubens, it was, on the far side. All you see is a blur when these speedsters take off.
And both teams so far this afternoon, they've been willing to chance their hand, playing down these short, narrow channels on the far side, the Reds. So we see Thomas just bouncing back down to the far side. Hands are good enough, they catch them short. Western Force, and it was Matt Greeley just caught a little bit out of position.
Anything, boys?
Just 2 there. 2 Force players to the 4 Reds attackers. And you were right, it was just a blur down that far side as Xavier Rubens finished off the work of his forwards on the inside.
And the conversion attempt is good. Harry McLaughlin Phillips adding the extras. So from 5 all, just a matter of moments ago, it's now 14-5. The Reds leading the Western Force. Super Rugby Aus. Xavier Rubens showing a great turn of speed. Donaldson. Bronson underneath it. Does well. Almost misjudged it, but the Inspector Gadget arms hook back. Swain comes around. Cooper says, yep, the ball was out. So good eyes up rugby there by Darcy Swain, the captain of the Western Force. Puts his team back on the attack inside the 22. Robertson's trying to get the ball out. Harris, Beale to Donaldson. Great acceleration for the Western Force, number 10, so it makes him dangerous. Ekawasi. Inside the 22. Swain again. Thomas is there. Couldn't get onto it. Robertson. Watts. This is Beale. Donaldson. Yes, a little bit just rushed there by the Western Force.
Yeah, and it was that man though again, Xavier Rubin, getting off the line, putting the pressure on. He knew they were short. Some great interchange there from this Western Force outfit, but the winger reading the situation, reading it well. So we see the heads-up play there from Swain.
Out, they came around.
IQ,
Guys,
the old bull now.
balance, please.
Second row for the Western Force. Just the pressure there from Rubin. Outside and in. It was a great read and needed to be made as well. But finally, Mick, hopefully anyway, we'll get our first scrum for the afternoon. We were teased with one before.
That's true, with a short arm. Can they go on with this one? That's what Heath Testman gets up for in the morning. Off chance he might just see a scrum. It's a good one. Western Force hold it firm. It starts to turn. Graham Cooper says no. He'll have it again.
Huge challenge here as well. Ollie Barrett Stepping out of the middle, coming up against
all three of you need to go through.
Wallaby hooker Matt Fezler. But it's not just Fezler. He's got either side. Fagasi, To'omanga Allen. You see on that scrum there, To'omanga Allen looking to keep the pressure down through the centre of the scrum. Put it on that fresh young hooker in the middle. They want to keep their weight down and through. Marley Pearce, big challenge for him. He's got to stay in front of To'omanga Allen.
So Thomas with the scrum feet inside the 22. It's a good platform by the Reds. Now they start to march it forward. Picked up off the back, they turn it, they get the penalty. Thomas plays on quickly, they tap and go. They've got some speed out wide. Fluke runs straight into Pullman. Centre field, Beale is there looking for the turnover. They don't get it. It's been knocked on. They haven't seen it. Harry McLaughlin-Phillips playing the whistle as he should do. Tries the big don't argue on Henry Palmer. So the Reds lucky to get away with that one.
Thanks for asking.
Latu, Thomas. Robinson turns it back inside, runs into Pearce. Rocks in. The short side once again. There's Rubens. Would love to get number 2. Uru. Queensland Reds flat-footed. Graham Cooper still with them. Big hit there on Bronson. Thomas spots the gap. To'omanga Allen. And the big fella gets there.
Just reward as well, and it's just as you mentioned, Mick, they're starting to look a little bit flat there in their attack. Kalani Thomas, though, just creating something from nothing, really. The ball spits out. It looked like it was a knock-on. Referee Cooper says it came off his knee. He was in the box seat. And Thomas spotting the space through the middle. And big jiff to To'omanga Allen in support. Starts striding out. He saw his opportunity. The big man dots it down.
Yeah, great try, great support. I think he thinks he's glad it wasn't a metre longer. It's his first try of the season.
Not at all, Mick. As Harry McLaughlin-Phillips adds the extras, he knew he only had to expend as much energy as he needed. To'omanga Allen.
We'll see it again on the replay. I'm sure it'll be on replay tonight as well on Jeffrey To'omanga Allen on his playlist.
A short playlist or a long playlist? Plenty of scrums on it. Scrums and turnovers. He's been great this afternoon, the veteran.
Donaldson again. Just putting too much on it, the breeze. Hand goes up from Donaldson.
Inches in it, as we see To'omanga Allen down the bottom. Getting a little bit of the tempo call from the bench. He's like, just relax, boys. They can't do the scrum without me, okay? I've just run 30 plus.
Says, I'm tired, fellas.
Just to finish it off, though. They'll wait for me, trust me.
Give me a break. We'll be talking about young Ollie Barrett. So how much more will you learn in a game like this than at training? It's invaluable, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's invaluable. Not only, being able to scrum down with Marley Pearce, with Town Tuakapulu, but then being able to come up against some of the best front rowers in the country as well.
So Queensland with the scrum feed right on halfway. Western Force hold form. Queensland try to drive. Thomas picks it up. Oh, here we go, Rubens again. Going for the corner, and he's going to get there. That's the training drill try for the Queensland Reds, making it look just way too easy.
Yeah, first phase D, just lacking there, whether it's the comms or the read.
Dre Pakaho just taking that ball to the line and just popping it off the hip to Rubens. Xavier Rubens, just no one home. And Queensland making it look easy this afternoon.
Absolutely, that was That was too easy. Like you said, the training book try worked perfectly when they draw up. Palmer just being a little bit guilty of looking at the back, looking to play that next phase. Xavier Rubens, he showed the speed out wide, pace to burst through the indoor channel, go through that front door.
Harry McLaughlin Phillips adds the extra, so all of a sudden the Reds out now by 28 points to 5. So 23 unanswered points by the visitors against the competition leaders.
This Western Force team, they look like they're a little bit shell-shocked as well. It's happened quickly. It's happened in the space of about 10 minutes.
This time Donaldson gets it right. Picao runs in to Ekwasi on the 22. Thomas at the back. Puts it high into the breeze. Queensland come away with it. Thomas has the second bite. It goes to Donaldson. This is Palmer. Almost through. Offloads. Harris just couldn't hold it. It's Queensland back in possession through Rubens. Latu to Amunga Allen. And Marley Pearce gets it. Oh, Marley Pearce wants to tap and go. Getting a little bit ahead of himself.
Make sure you kick for touch first, Marley. Little slight grit there as well. Just as we said, the Western Force, they were looking a tad lethargic. There's a little spark that's come to life. Palmer and Harris looking to link up on the far side. Two beasties, boys. Well read here by Marley Pearce. Saw his opportunity, saw Latu. He just flopped across. Wasn't over the top of the ball. Good read from the young prop.
Barrett, an important one for the Western Force. Inside the final 10 minutes of this first half, and they've blown that one again. Robinson comes away with it. Runs into Donaldson. McLaughlin Phillips, like he's running on hot coals. They pick and go through Uru. And they drive him back. Fesler is there. But Thomas sends it high. Again, no one putting a name on it, but it will come down in favour of the Queenslanders.
And not able to make too many yards with that blowing, billowing breeze that's flying around and swirling around here down at Tompkins Park. But they get their results as well. This Reds pack, they'll look to back themselves off this scrum. Can they earn their way down the park with a penalty? It's hard, Yako. It's hard going for the kickers for this Queensland team into the teeth of that breeze. It was interesting watching as well the game before, Mick, with the under-19s, the way that both teams looked to try and handle it. The Western Force outfit, they looked to kick into it, but the Reds opposition kept the ball in hand. They backed themselves, looked to play some more phases.
Yeah, the Western Force with a lot of work to do. They haven't really capitalised on this strong breeze at their backs. Thomas. Maheko. Queensland looking for some numbers. This is Ryan. Ryan runs away from the defence, tries to find the gap. Ryan picked up, dumped by Robertson. Thomas is there, but a little knock on. They play on quickly, it's been intercepted.
Curtly Beale, big KB with the turnover there as well. He almost wasn't sure. It was that clean.
Hedamara Murray almost away with the intercept. Great tackle by Robertson, and then Beale straight on the top.
Challenge now as well. Western Force scrum, they've looked good. They've looked strong. And the Reds have had the feed, but I'm sure this Reds outfit, they're going to look to attack. They'll look to attack on Barrett's strike. Sometimes that's all it takes, 1 foot to lift up.
So Robertson for the Western Force. They come away with it. Pullman to Donaldson. Now Kirtley Beale. This is Palmer. Palmer! Palmer! He gets there.
It was an in and away from the eastern suburbs. Speedster on the far side. Henry Palmer. Both the wingers on the far side, they haven't had much space to work in. Making the most of it. So deceptive. The strike play off the back. The scrum was strong. They got the ball out quickly. Donaldson coming around. Just the extra man there created by Greeley. Plenty of work for Palmer to do. Just too much speed down that far edge. Brings the score back to 28 points to 10.
Important one for the Western Force in the context of this game. Inside the final 5 minutes of the first half, we know how important that period of time is in these games, just to take some momentum into the sheds. Still time for Queensland to respond. With Donaldson just outside the 22. And again, unsuccessful with the conversion attempt, so the score remains 28 points to 10. The Reds leading the Western Force. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining as we see it again on the replay. Another one of those training drill first phase tries. Matt Greeley combining extremely well, and just the sheer speed of Henry Palmer. Not many people can run away from Tim Ryan. Shows just how much speed both these teams have got in their outside backs. McLaughlin Phillips to get us underway again. Max Bury bumps that downfield. McLaughlin Phillips, he wants it to keep rolling, but it's not going to. Links up with Murray. Almost intercepted by Bury. That would have been a disaster for Queensland. If Max Bury had have scored that one.
Queensland get out of the fire just a little bit there though as well. Beautiful vision there from Bury. McLaughlin Phillips looks to
take out a spectator.
I was going to say keep that ball low to avoid the breeze, but he's managed to do both, Mick.
He's almost like the sniper.
Not too many yards gained though, so the pressure's still on this Queensland outfit. They'll look to just grind their way out of their end.
They go to the back. It's well won by Bronson in the number 4 jersey. Good drive by the Queenslanders. Western Force trying to regather, regroup. They continue to drive though. This is good by Queensland, almost at the 10-metre line. Over the 10. The crowd asking for the penalty, begging for the penalty. Graham Cooper says no. Ball comes out, Thomas. Picao on Donaldson, smashes the number 10. Greeley. Jeremiah Murray now. He's got Thomas with him. Murray. Coach is telling him to play. That's what he does. They keep the ball in hand. This time Thomas. Bury's underneath it. Flook takes in. Offloads to Donaldson. Donaldson chances the arm. Just couldn't get it free. Uru in the way. Greeley now. Steps around Flook. Bury's there, Robertson as well. Daly. So the Western Force looking to see out the half inside the final minute. Bryle trying to get the steal. Robertson has it. Harris linking up with Donaldson. This time on to Bury. Max Bury turns it back inside. Donaldson plays it off the boot. And it's going to beat everyone into touch.
Exciting stuff there, this Western Force team. Backing themselves out of their own end. They know that the time's starting to run down. Get into the final minute of this first half. They're looking to back themselves. They're looking to play. They know they've got to score points. I'm sure we'll see something similar to the play before the Reds. They'll just look to win this line out well. Bring it down. Grind their way up the park.
Johnson wins it off the Fessler throw. Now the counter drive there by the Western Force. Ball comes out. Kalani Thomas in some space. Looking for some support. Flook puts it down. Greeley now. Matt Greeley into some space. Runs back into the traffic. Fessler makes the tackle. Robertson, Beale. Short ball to Bury. They come again the short side, Donaldson. Quick hands, Ryan now. Driven into the turf by Henry Palmer. And referee Graham Cooper says that will do us. What has been an entertaining first 40 minutes. And at half time here at Tompkins Park in Super Rugby Aus, it is the Queensland Reds 28 leading the Western Force 10.
Poisonous mushrooms have killed 3 people at a lunch with friends.
Local woman
Erin Patterson
has been arrested.
At the trial, the jury saw one version of the truth. We found another.
There's more to this story than meets the eye.
Who's behind it?
Stuff does get buried.
In the court, everyone's going crazy.
The whole thing's imploded.
What is the motive?
There's all these rumours.
Worldwide fascination. The story is yet to be told.
Liverpool 3-0. Corner taken quickly, Origi!
Our family legacy is this ranch.
I'm a protector of my life. What I'm doing isn't for the ranch, it's for us.
We're brothers now.
I took all the risk, and I took it for you. You will ruin this family's name.
You destroy me, you destroy yourself.
Unlike you, I keep my promises. This party just got a whole lot better. Our family legacy is this ranch.
This is just the tip of a very, very big iceberg.
I don't know how I got here.
You have no idea what these people are capable of.
I knew this day would come.
Absolutely sensational.
Saturday night, the ultimate all-nighter is all right here.
Incredible.
8:30 Eastern, Leeds United tackle Tottenham.
Sensational.
Glamour clubs, Arsenal and Manchester United headline a huge overnight goal rush.
To tackle and rise.
And capping it off with the match of the round. Chelsea and Liverpool live from the bridge. All live, all exclusive, all night. Saturday into Sunday on Stan Sport.
Power and secrecy walk hand in hand.
Hacking phones at the News of the World has been endemic.
Rupert Murdoch's explicitly encouraged it.
I'm here to reinvestigate the Daniel Morgan case.
Since when did we become the targets? This could get get you in serious trouble.
I'm already in serious trouble.
A Stan original, The Hack. Stream now, only on Stan.
So welcome back to Tompkins Park half-time in this Super Rugby Aus Round 3 clash between the Queensland Reds and the Western Force. And at the moment it is the Queensland Reds winning by 28 points to 10. Tess, it's been an entertaining and a fairly tight contest.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been. Mick, you bang on there. And it's this Reds outfit have really just taken it to this Western Force team this afternoon. They've been confrontational, but they've also used the speed and their ability out wide. Early on, it was all Western Force. First try of the afternoon. Ben Donaldson getting the ball out to Max Bury there on the wing, but it was the Reds that struck straight back. Vayuta Latu, the big number 8, coming off the back with a little bit of hustle and bustle work there from his forwards up in front. The number 8 finishing the job off, and straight away, almost instantaneously, they managed to find their way back down at far side. Xavier Rubens showing a clean set of heels, getting on the outside of his man to go bang bang with the tries for the afternoon. Kalani Thomas.
Try of the match, without a doubt. Kalani Thomas with a little snipe midfield, and then the big man Jeffrey Tauamunga Allen finishing it off. And then from halfway, there's been a couple of almost training drill ones, and Xavier Rubens again just showing a clean pair of heels, using the pace, outspinning Donaldson to dot it down.
It was the Western Force that struck back again just prior to the half. Kurtley Beale, the big turnover before coming back for that scrum off the back of it. And like you said, Mick, it was another one of those training field tries, just run beautifully. Matt Greeley sweeping around to the far side to give them that extra man before try being finished off by Henry Palmer, the winger. Showing a clean set of heels in and away there on Haramaya Murray.
So 28-10 is the score at half-time for the Reds. Rubens with a pair, Latu and Tauamunga Allen. McLaughlin Phillips 4 from 4 off the tee, and for the Western Force, Palmer and Bury with tries, and Donaldson none from 2. So half-time, it is 28-10, the Reds leading the Western Force. All the action of the second half not far away.
Talking and taught me nice. I play with all of my life.
Park now.
So welcome back to a windy Tompkins Park in Perth for round 3 of this Super Rugby Aus clash. The Queensland Reds there on screen, in control at the moment as well, leading by 28 points to 10 over the Western Force. Tess, what can the Western Force do to get themselves back into this game?
Oh, they just need to win that battle up front. We spoke about players like Xavier Rubens, Harry McLaughlin-Phillips. They've been getting plenty of their hands on the ball. They've been looking good while they're running with it. And that's because they've been allowed to, off the back of some dominant work up front. Fagasi, Fezler, Tortmonga Allen, Uru, Joe Bryle, the 6 from the Reds. He's been excellent as well in that first half. So if they keep getting their way with how they're playing, it's going to work out well for this Reds backline, the Force. They've got their firepower, plenty of firepower out wide, across the park. They need to just wrangle back a little bit of control, a little bit of dominance up front.
No changes at this stage for the Western Force. Queensland Reds, Will Cartwright on there in jersey 22 on screen. Western Force staying with the same 15. They had an early change with Wes Thomas being injured in the opening 10 minutes. Ollie Barrett getting a few more minutes that he would have liked. We are underway for the second half. 40 minutes remaining in the home and away section of this Super Rugby Aus. The Western Force playing New South Wales in the final next week, 1 o'clock Western time from Wanneroo, and they would love to go into that final with a victory here this afternoon as they start to mount an attack just outside the 22. Good flick pass back inside Donaldson, now to Beale with some space. Greeley linking up with Palmer, steps back inside, Palmer still going. Greeley's there, the 2 wingers, Swain, Bryle drags him back. Donaldson. Greeley tries to burrow his way through.
Thanks, Matt.
Watts.
Yep.
Marley Pearce. Takapalu down in the back plate. Beale. Good clean out. Ball comes loose. So we'll come back. So Tian Takapulu just getting some attention. Graham Cooper says bench from the penalty. So a couple of Western Force players down in back play at the moment.
Yeah, it's Max Bury as well. He's getting a little bit of attention.
Number 8, late tackle.
For a shoulder issue, he looks like he's dealing with as well. He'd be a huge loss. He's been the form player of the tournament so far, Bury. Twakipulu, he looks like he's getting up. He's shaking it off. They have got a huge amount to climb in this second half. Mick, this Western Force outfit, 18 points behind, but also a big breeze to run into. And it's great to see Max Bury get back to his feet, assume his place in the back line.
Yes, the Western Force chasing their first piece of silverware next week in the 20th year of the club. Barrett. Watts does well. And they cross over. Darcy Swain not happy. I don't think Graham Cooper's going to change his mind, but Darcy Swain expressing his opinion.
Hey, Darcy, he knows he's got it wrong.
Wait and see it. It was just Pearce, Marley Pearce. I think Darcy Swain thought that he was the one that was being called for it. He was in a good position, but you could see Graham Cooper. He saw Pearce sliding through too far.
Another good clearing kick for the Queenslanders using that breeze. Just expect to see more of that throughout the afternoon. So the Western Force have gone from a line out just over near that 22 to now inside their own half. Ryle wins it well. Thomas, McLaughlin Phillips, Pateo gets the legs driving.
Tackle!
Queensland front foot balls when they're dangerous. Festa just cleaning out. Going around to the short side. Tumunga Allen it was. Latu scored a try in the opening half. Thomas Eru. Bryle flicks it back to McLaughlin Phillips. He runs into Ekawasi. They try to hold him up. Now he goes to deck. Cut right out on this wing with the arm up. He's looking for the cross kick. Latu trying to get hold of his number 10. McLaughlin Phillips turns it back inside to Tim Ryan. Arranging number 11, so hard to put down, strong. Fagasi. Uru. Western Force defence has been good. Holding firm at the moment. McLaughlin Phillips. Bryle. Dancing around, trying to find some space, trying to find something. Watts wraps him up.
Missed the advantage being played there. For an offside penalty before, Western Force, they looked like they were doing it pretty comfortably, pretty easily. The Reds looking like they were getting in there. The attacking players getting in each other's way. Just a little bit. Penalty for offside. Lachlan Phillips looks to put it right down into the corner.
So a chance here for Queensland Reds. Fezler with the throw. Reds taking their time. They go to the back. Bryle wins it well, links up with Eru. McLaughlin Phillips steps off the right foot, runs back into traffic. Thomas is there. Nice quick hands by the Reds. Centre field. Thomas, Bryle, runs into Watts and also Harris. Almost turned over. Thomas. Marley Pearce hangs on for dear life to the boot of the halfback. Tumunga Allen looking for number 2. Picks and goes in short ball. Queensland being patient. Fargasi plays it back to Thomas. McLaughlin Phillips. And just bundled into touch. Great Paqueo just unable. But they'll come back for the penalty.
Great defence, great way to summarise the situation he was in there by the ever-experienced Ben Donaldson. Saw the big cut pass, knew once they threw that pass, he had the time in the air to get back out, force Paqueo into the sideline, but he comes back to the middle of the park. Fezler standing over the top of the pill. They're going to go for the quick tap again, Mick.
Burrows. He must be close. He's short. Thomas. Picks Latu, I think, again. And Latu gets the points. Picks up his second try this afternoon.
You love seeing the variations run on the same play, but the same play just run by the fours. We're going to tap it. We're going to try and shove it down your throat. If it doesn't work, we're going to do it again. Ayuta Latu getting his second try. Fezler, he takes the first one. It's the whole front row there. Tumunga Allen there with Fergasi. And then just the patience as well. And the big man, he stays on his feet. He keeps his legs driving. Got a fair bit of line-out tape around those legs there from Ayuta Latu. I don't know if that's going to be utilised this afternoon. But the power as well from the big man with the assistance there from Bronson and Eru.
As McLaughlin Phillips adds the extras. So Ayuta Latu, 2 tries this afternoon, probably a total of 1 metre run. So he's very efficient with his try scoring.
A couple of changes as well. For the Western Force, we see Isaac Fines-Ueawasa coming onto the park for Henry Robertson. Boston Whakawhenua on the field as well.
Josh Fluke also off, so we'll try and pick up who he has replaced. So Curtly Beale having a rest. The big kick from Thomas. Bury trying to find some space. Kicks it deep into the breeze. Murray. Jeremiah Murray. Wrapped up well by Daly. Still going though. Brile lets it go. Rubens takes the tackle. Queensland through Fargussi. Little chip through. Sarah Uru's there. Finds Lalawasa as well. Greeley comes away with it. Let's play up to the 10-metre. Wrapped up well there by Murray. And a little loose carry. Ball's been knocked on.
Scrappy play there on the deck from Greeley, but enterprising play as well. Brilliant read. Sarah Uru just calling for the chip and chase through the middle of the park. Strength of that breeze as we see the end result here after Greeley cleans it up. He looks to go again. Just gets in his own way, unfortunately, but it's great recognition, great game awareness from Uru there. He knows that this Western Force back three, they're going to be sitting a little bit deeper. They just got caught out with that last kick. So they've dropped back with that breeze.
And some concerns there for the Western Force coaching staff with Max Bury coming off, holding that wrist. It'll be a big loss next week. As you mentioned, Tessie has been the form player. The man who's come on in place of him, William Afine, also has had a good year. He was very good last week.
We good?
Let's hope. It's just a strain or a sprain, fracture in that wrist for Bury, because he is critical to the success of this Western Force outfit in this Super 8 competition.
35-10 is the score. Queensland in control. Thomas with the feed right on the 10-metre line, Western Force territory.
Nice and balanced.
So it looks like Xavier Rubens has gone to outside centre. Moved in one. Right into the wing. They go the short side to Ryan. The chip ahead in the chase. Donaldson's there. Cleans it up. Pressure's on though. Ryan does well. Finds Lalawasa. Western Force under pressure. Swain. And a welcome penalty for the Western Force.
Smart play, smart execution from the Queensland Reds, just pinning this Western Force team down into that corner, but releasing the pressure valve as well. Just it's a silly penalty there. Allowing the Western Force just to creep their way out of their end as we have another change.
Yeah, Trevor King coming on in place.
It's going to be for Jeffrey Tomonga Allen. Prop, he's got his early mark. Big shift from the tight head. Such an experienced campaigner, time with the Hurricanes, over up in the UK as well.
So Barrett, Swain wins it well. Finds Lalawasa onto Donaldson. The rat ball, Pullman just can't get the arms free. Donaldson straightens, offloading. Greeley turns it back inside. Ball bounces around, comes loose, picked up, driven back. And finds Lalawasa. Referee Graham Cooper.
A little knock on there. What a ball from Isaac. Finds Lalawasa though. Had to get that ball out. He's jumping over defenders. In his way on the deck. It's a pin, perfect pass across the face to Donaldson. Here as he picks it up, you see him, he's going down, he's tripping, finds that edge. Stretches Fezler. Donaldson backs himself on the outside. Kick in field, just a tough one to pick up there for Ryan. Western Force, they move up the park.
Crouch! Boys! Set! Sorry, guys. Put you in too early.
Referee says he'll have it again.
That's all right. Boys, just a bit more gap on this side, please.
He's done well, young Ollie Barrett, so far this afternoon, especially at scrum time. Touched on there how much of a challenge it is. Plenty of minutes. Playing up against one of the best hookers in the country, Matt Fezler, coming back from injury. Pushing for one of the spots on that end of season tour. But he stood tall so far this afternoon.
Finds Leilawasa, links around Donaldson. Donaldson at the line at pace. Donaldson offloading to Pullman for the corner, and he gets there. Great try, Western Force. So many from that set play this afternoon.
It's been a first phase treat as well this afternoon. Both teams scoring as we see Donaldson doing the hard work off the outside. Finds Leilawasa just holding up Tom Robinson there on the outside flank. Because of the speed, that back line, they're getting up on the outside, going in, putting the pressure on. Once they get in front, it's just too much to come back from. Pullman finishing the job.
And it's when Donaldson is just so dangerous, when he injects himself into that back line, takes the ball and runs with it. He's a devastating player. Setting up the try for Pullman and looking to convert the try from out wide. Just pushing it to the side. A couple more changes being run by the Queensland coaching staff. So George Blake and Cohen Herbert on. Sefa Argase did shift for the front rower as well. Tom Robinson also getting a spell. Try and pick up who's on for him. In fact, it might be Herbert. Lachlan Phillips. Ball drifts taken well by Watts. He's been impressive this afternoon, Mitch Watts. And Tess, what we do love the professional game, it's great to have this competition at the club grounds where you've got, you know, the future Wallaby coach Les Kiss just prowling the sidelines, and the coaching staff could just yell instructions from the sideline. They don't have to worry about radios and runners.
Oh, it's something so refreshing about it, isn't it, Mick?
It's charming.
There's not too many better places to be on a weekend afternoon. Your local rugby club.
Brawl wins it well. Thomas, short ball to KO. Takes it to the line. Fezler hasn't stopped all afternoon. Neither's this man, Brawl. Thomas is there. Latu falls into the defence. And the penalty coming. Is it too far out for the tap and go?
Maybe with Vauta Latu there. Just holding onto his calf, lower limb. Might be a little bit ginger. Another powerful run for the big number 8. They look so good, don't they, this Queensland Reds outfit, when they do get that front football, and they're more experienced names. Just keep putting their hand up there. Fezler getting around the corner. Bryle, the big blindside flanker. Every involvement he's had this afternoon seems to have been a positive one.
Of cramping. There was plenty in the under-19s match earlier on. Graham Kipper saying just get him out of the way.
what if it's a calf injury, a hamstring injury, or whatever lower limit is as far as those muscles go, there's a fair bit of work. It takes two of the medics there for the Queensland Reds to look after those big baby cows out there. Vaiuta Latu, number 8, ambles over to the back of the scrum.
Let's go.
So Queensland opting for the scrum from this penalty. Setting themselves up. Piqueo and Rubens linking up with Cartwright on the commentary side. McLaughlin Phillips directly behind his halfback.
Be interesting to see. They look to run off the back of this scrum. Bryle, he's gone to 8. Gives Latu a little bit of a break if they do look to run.
They get the penalty. Here they go. Piqueo wrapped up by Whakafanufa. Thomas spots Tim Ryan. Ryan dancing. Fezler goes looking for the ball, offloading. George Blake. Uru. Loose pass. McLaughlin Phillips doubles back to pick it up. Rubens. Long ball out. Cartwright for the corner. And he gets there. He was waving about 10 minutes ago, looking for the ball to come out that way. So Wallabies coach, incoming Les Kiss there just on screen. But Will Cartwright it was. Finishing off. Backline movement. Reds out now by 40 points to 15.
An exciting passage of play as well. It wasn't perfect for this Reds outfit. They kept the ball alive. You could see the intent for the attacking there. Great little piece of footwork from Cartwright, just sitting, swaying down, giving him the opportunity for the one-on-one there for Fines Leleoasa. And the winger, too good there in the corner.
Aaron McLaughlin Phillips. With the conversion attempts. And he allows just not enough. Just hooks it to the left, so the score remains 40 points to 15. Just over 20 minutes remaining in this match. Reed Princep on now for the Western Force.
Princep as well as Titi Nofoagatoa. A couple of explosive back rows coming on late in the game. See if they can turn the momentum.
Yeah, Nofoagatoa last week brought a whole lot of energy to the team. Donaldson flies high. Pearce picks it up on the rebound. Finds Leleoasa. Come back to the short side. Daly offloading. Whakafanua it was. Force got the penalty.
There's been another injury as well, because Reds open side flanker Tom Robinson, he's ended up back on the park.
And to put the pie down.
To tie the laces back up. Put the red cordial back away. Red lemonade. Make the way back out. I think it could be number 8. Vaiuta Latu.
Latu still seeking out there. But Robinson, he didn't do the Pearson Kennington, didn't take his socks off and had to come out just in his boots. Playing down here for Palmyra. Princep at 2, Watts, Darcy. They go to the back, Watts flies high, wins it well, Princep. Finds Leleoasa linking up with Donaldson, Greeley, Palmer. Wrestling with Tim Ryan. They bring him to ground. Tukapulu offloading to Pearce, his front row partner. Ball's come loose, Uru's there. Oh, Bryle just couldn't get a foot on it. Greeley. Matt Greeley, just so dangerous. Finds Leleoasa, Marley Pearce. It's Watts. Running into King. And also Blake. Whakafanua. Finds Leleoasa. Watts again. An enormous amount of carries by the number 4 this afternoon, Hatting. In fact, Ollie Barrett. Queensland red defence is good. Western Force needs something. Marley Pearce, they wrap him up. Takavanua, ball comes loose. Oh! Good cut right. It was almost away. Donaldson just grabbed him around the collar.
So the Western Force just throwing plenty there at the Reds, but the Reds just absorbing it all. No way through there for this Force outfit. Great little defensive block there from the Reds, coming away with the penalty as well.
So Will McCulloch moving to fullback, so Hedemaya Murray being replaced, and James Martin taking over from Kalani Thomas. So Fesler, Uru, Martins gets his first touch. The KO. Martins again, block from Phillips. This is Rubens. And the Western Force get the turnover. Nofa Agatsatoa bringing that energy that we saw him bring last week to this Western Force team.
A great little turnover there, huge turnover midfield. Nofa Agatsatoa. A couple more subs as well. Matty Fesler making his way for Theo Faree. We'll wait and see. It's Jack Brady coming off the park for Seru Uru as well. Two experienced forwards making their way. Good shift there from Fesler and Uru.
Princep wins it for the Western Force. Donaldson takes it to the line, offloads to Daly. It's been good this afternoon. The number 7 Robertson in there spoiling. Finds Lelawasa, comes away with it. Donaldson again running. So dangerous with the ball in hand. Donaldson doesn't need any help. Does it all himself.
Benny Donaldson, he's such a deceptive ball runner. Keeping the ball in two hands, people in motion outside him. It just sees the opportunity. Defense switches off momentarily. And it's all he needs to take it. Inside defenders just caught out. And the speed as well to finish off. Great finish. All the way from Benny Donaldson. And a team that has been trailing every time he's had his hands on the ball this afternoon. He's looked dangerous, Donaldson. It's been a solid, if not spectacular outing for him, but that's just what he'll be after, coming back from the injury. As he adds the extras as well, Mick.
And I'm sure Les Kiss will be enjoying just seeing the options he does have at his disposal. And he takes over. Ben Donaldson, just such a dangerous player when he does take it to the line, just turning Brian inside out. And just a lovely swerve at pace. Donaldson scoring the try. So 40 points to 22, the Reds leading the Western Force. Nafolga to Toa. Princep. Fresh legs out there, Donaldson. Couldn't get the arms free, finally does. Paranihi picking up the loose ball. And the Reds get the penalty.
Great work there. I think it was Theo Faree And their ruck time just scrapping, fighting for everything. They just want it more right now. This Queensland team, Donaldson is looking dangerous. The arms free, the nose through. As you said there as well, Mick, a couple of changes there for this Western Force outfit. Marley Pearce, Tian Tuakapulu making their way up the park. Max Sawyers and Sean Paranihi coming on to try and help finish this game off.
Queensland win it well. 7 away. Now they all pile in. Herbert goes in. Martins is there. Queensland. They break away. Still with the Reds. Martins. On to Bronson. All slow to come out. King takes him out to stop him. He's a metre away. Referee playing advantage. They go out wide. Fury. And they get there. James Martins, the halfback, coming on. Picking up a 5-pointer of his own. Off the back of just that consistent pick and drive by the Queenslanders. They're just patient. They just wait for the gap.
Patience was there, but the infringement as well from the Force we've seen. Titi Nofog Agatoa yellow carded as well there, unfortunately. It was a great spot there for the space from James Martin. See the space, take the space. Number 9 sniping like any good 9 does. Couldn't pick up what the penalty was there against Nofog Agatoa. But it's a moot point now.
So Harry McLaughlin Phillips outside the 22. This time he judges it right. Takes the score out to 47 points to 22. Comprehensive, the victory this afternoon. Still time to go, but the Reds in control.
In control, well and truly. They haven't been troubled too much really since the Force scored the first try.
Nothing really going right here for the Western Force. Dane Sawyers, Max Sawyers, I should say. Taking that ball from the restart, so Queensland get take the scrum on halfway.
Breeze just reefing that ball, stopping it almost in its tracks as we see the replay again. James Martins, and it's a real tempo this Reds team they've looked to start playing with. It hasn't been perfect, their attack this afternoon, by no means, but it's just a willingness to continue attacking, to keep that ball moving, which has really caught this Western Force team on the hop with some of their defensive work.
So the Western Force down to 14 men. Queensland get the penalty. Martins plays on quickly, the halfback. Finds Lesawasa, makes the tackle. Cartwright on this wing, wants the ball. Bronson takes it up. It's been turned over by the Western Force. This is Fine. Viliama Fine. As it finds Lesawasa to Donaldson. Greeley now. Princep. Pullman, quick hands to Palmer. Palmer still going. Almost gets his way through. Decoy run there by Swain, now with Pullman. Whakawhenua, the gap almost opens up for him. King comes across in cover. Paranihi, loose ball, picked up by Palmer. So still with the Western Force. Swain, Donaldson, Parani leaves it behind. Come back for the penalty.
Great attacking block there from this Western Force team, stretching the Reds, even with a man down as well. You see they've got a lot more width in their attack, covering the full width of the field, and obviously that means this Reds team, they need to defend all those players. The ball's kept in, no touchdown there by Donaldson.
Martins does well to keep it in. Reefs it back downfield as well. And Greeley is there, takes it on his 10-metre line. Greeley. It's back into traffic. Force get there. The turnover is good by the Queensland Reds. They come away with it, looking to attack. Rubens. Only scored a couple today. Blake. Oh, McLaughlin Phillips almost through. Ball comes loose. The number 10 almost through that gap.
Oh, he backed himself as well on the outside of Max Sawyers, but loose head prop just did enough. Worked his way across. Didn't give up on the chase. Forced the error as well in contact. It's going to be interesting as well now to see how this Western Force team look to combat the power and size of this Reds pack. A man down at scrum time. Reds won the penalty last scrum out. They stick with 7 men, no number 8. Let's get this ball in and out quickly.
So finds Lelawasa with the feed. It's 5 metres inside Western Force territory. It does come clean. Pullman, fucking Fanua. Pikeo wraps him up. Just inside Queensland territory. Finds Lelawasa. Paranihi leaves it behind. Queensland pay on. Pikeo. Martins. McLaughlin Phillips settles things down. Waits it nicely. So Greeley now from his 22. Links up with Donaldson. Daly back to Donaldson. Liana Fine wrapped up there by Robinson. A little bit chit-chat by the Reds. Graham Cooper says walk back 10 more. Donaldson looking for touch.
No players on the ball there. Or I'm not too happy. Greg Cooper having none of that.
So inside the final 10 minutes, 47-22 is the score. Ollie Barrett. Baptism of fire for him. Prinsep wins it well. Finds Lelawasa, gets around Brile. Donaldson. Whakafanua onto Daly. Donaldson again, linking up with Greeley. Fine. Bounces off the defender. Mitch Watts. Finds Lelawasa, scampers down that short side. Palmer. Watts again, offloading to Greeley. Donaldson. Pullman. Sawyers leaves it behind. I'll come back for the penalty though.
Need to get the ball in their hand, this Western Force team. Is there any chance? I think it's a bridge too far. Inside 8 minutes.
They've certainly had their chances, the Western Force, but haven't been able to capitalise on them. Queensland defence has been very good this afternoon.
Absolutely, the impact of that man as well. William Fine. Both teams on the attack, they've looked great. The little bits of interplay, forwards running with the ball in 2 hands. Just stops the opposition from having that opportunity to really load up on the ball runner.
Swain gets a hand to it. Finds Lelawasa. Long ball. relying on Greeley's speed. Picked up now by Cartwright. It's the foot race, Cartwright. And Palmer. Palmer does well. Does extremely well. Henry Palmer. Great play by the winger. Pullman comes away with it. Need to get on that ball. Bronson almost does. Finds Leilawasa, comes away with it. Finay's there. Sawyers. Prinsep to Donaldson. Pullman. Whakafanua. Daly. Paranihi now to Prinsep. Queensland get the turnover. Martins plays on quickly. Finds Leilawasa, makes the tackle, and he gets the turnover. Great work by the former Wallaby.
Oh, experience there from Leilawasa as well. Knew he was right inside. Bit of spice here as well from Theo Faree. Leilawasa, he knew he was inside the 10. When the penalty was given, he could see Martins looking to take it quickly, absolutely sprinted back. It's almost like he counted 10 steps in his mind. Once he hit that 10, he just made the tackle, made sure the ball had advanced 10 metres. Donaldson fails to find touch again.
Chance for the Queensland counter. Punching for that corner, looking for the 50-22. Oh, and he gets it. Clever.
What a kick by the dog, the junkyard dog. Tim Ryan surveys the scene, drops it on the boot, lets the wind do the work. The ball does the rest. Huge play from the winger.
So Queensland looking to finish off this match with another try, but unfortunately, obstruction.
They just got it wrong that time. I think they were lucky to get away with it last time they were down there as well. Front lifter on both occasions. For this Queensland Reds outfit, just getting too far through as the force look to play quickly from out of their own end.
Palmer wrapped up on the 22. Knock on.
So just getting a little bit scrappy, a little bit loose here in the closing minutes of this afternoon's match. Reds well in control. Like we said, Mick, they haven't really been challenged too much.
So Western Force scrum just on their 22. 15 in from touch.
TT Nafogatoa out there on the park again. Number 8.
Pullman linking with Donaldson. Greeley again. Greeley's got Finay outside him now. He links with the winger. Ball comes loose. Knocked on. Picked up by McLaughlin Phillips. Robinson. Pakaho. Graham Cooper looking at the watch thinking, oh, fellas.
Bouncing from scrum to scrum, set piece to set piece. It's not for everyone, Mick. This Reds team finishing their year, finishing it well, showing the potential that not only some of their experienced campaigners have, but the potential of that next generation as well. Guys like Joe Broll getting a lot more time here. Even Tim Ryan, Dre Pacquiao, a number of these backs. The future of this club.
So Queensland get the penalty. They'll get one more crack at the Western Force try line. 1.5 minutes remaining. Lachlan Phillips looking to the coaching staff. He might have put too much on it. In fact, he has. I think he's kicked that dead.
Come back for a scrum. This time Western Force speed. Big challenge here, this young Western Force front row. Three, George Blake, Trevor King on the other side, on the red side of the scrum. Look to exploit this youthful front row.
So finds Lalewasa on the 10-metre line. Western Force territory. You can sense the Queensland want the drive. Now they put the pressure on Pullman. Ball comes loose again, picked up by Martins. McLaughlin Phillips puts it into touch. And Graham Cooper says, that will do us. So at full time here at Tompkins Park in this final match of Super Rugby Aus, the home and away season, was the Queensland Reds. 47 points to 22, just two strong tests.
Absolutely, and you touched on it was a hardly fought game out there this afternoon, but the Reds really looking in control. Western Force outfit just a little bit shell-shocked from that first half of the Force being out. I mean, the Reds being able to string a number of tries together back to back. The experience of some of these forwards out there as well. Reds just blessed with the experience. Valgassi, Fesler, Tormonger Allen out there, but it was also that next generation of guys. Joe Bryle, Vaiuta Latu getting 2 tries this afternoon. They were just too good, too classy for this Western Force outfit.
So should the Force be concerned heading into next week?
Oh, they won't be too worried. They'll be able to flush that result pretty quickly. They'll have a few guys coming back into the team as we have a look at some of the tries from the second half, and we touched on that man, Vaiuta Latu, getting his second try. 2 tries, 1 metre carried, but it doesn't matter. They're all amount for the same. And then it was Ben Donaldson showing his class, sweeping round, putting Pullman away. Deceptively quick. The Western Force fly half. For the tempo and the willingness that this Reds team looked to attack with. Said it wasn't perfect in plenty of times, but their willingness to keep attacking reap rewards there for Will Cartwright as he put the try down in the corner. It was Donaldson again, Mick.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. As we mentioned, just when he takes that ball to the line, he's just such a devastating player. Did a couple of times today in front of the next Wallaby coach in Les Kiss. But Queensland, every time that the Western Force looked like they were going to get back into this game, the Queensland Reds just scored another try.
And it was Martins there with the last one for the afternoon. Opportunistic, but like any 9 should, seeing the space and just taking it.
So 47-22 was the score for the Reds. Lots of try scores. Rubens with a pair, as was Latu. Martins, Cartwright, and Tumunga Allen with 1 each. McLaughlin Phillips with 6 from 7 off the tee. And for the Western Force, Donaldson, Pullman, Palmer and Bury with the tries. 4 in all. And Donaldson 1 from 4 with the boot. So that is all we have time for here this afternoon. And what a day it has been in the early matches. The under-16s, the Force defeating the Rebels 24-5. In the 19s, the Reds defeating the Force 59-50. And in the Super Rugby Aus, it was the Reds defeating the Western Force by 47 points to 22. My name is Mick Collis. I'm Arthur, Heath Tetzman and all the crew. Thanks for your company, and we look forward to you joining us again next week on any of the usual platforms for the grand final of the Super Rugby Aus competition. But for now, it is goodbye from Perth.